Hello people, this is Schismatic Games. Today we're playing Rayman Advance. Thanks for coming along. Here we are starting in English, as I do not speak any of these other languages, unfortunately. Yes. Classic character creation. As a homage to how I once played this, I am going to do the classic AAA. Maybe with the triangle in there, but not this time. Anyways, here's the intro for this game. It's a little different than the PlayStation version. Once the valley was quiet and peaceful. The Pro Tune kept things in balance. And life was good. But it didn't last. Mr. Dark stole the Pro Tune and scattered the Electoons. Batilla tried to stop him, but she was not strong enough. The Electoons were scattered all over the world, and hostile characters locked the Electoons away. Batilla needs a champion. The Electoons need a savior. The valley needs a hero. And the hero is Rayman! Free the Electoons, Rayman. And bring back the Pro Tune. But beware of Mr. Dark. He'll be watching for you. Alright, now that we got all that out of the way, we can start playing the game. Dream Forest, here we go. Level 1. Probably the easiest level in the game, obviously. So man, it has been a while since I've decided to play this game. So the story, I guess, how I got this game goes back to when I was about 6 or 7 years old. I'm now 25, and so yeah, that was a while ago. And we went to go visit some family and lived in another state. And when we got there to visit my grandparents, my grandfather had gotten me a Game Boy Advance, the classic. It was kind of the purple, the one that was all wide before the SP. So yeah, that was. It was very special to me because of that. And it's a very hard game for a child. But personally, I didn't come to discover the PlayStation version until years later. It was actually my cousin that had the PlayStation version that helped me beat the first boss, which was cool. So she knew what to do, because I was stuck on that. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Yeah, so personally, I think that this is not as hard as the PlayStation version. And I've heard the argument that this is harder in some ways because the screen is a little locked, as you can see. It's kind of closed in compared to what you would normally be comfortable with on the PlayStation version. But this is what I played as a kid, so it's what I'm used to. I don't really have a problem with it. Played it enough that shouldn't give me too many troubles along the way. You can game over in this. You can pretty much run out of lives and making it exceptionally difficult to beat the game if you're too far behind. But that should not happen. Funny story about this fairy that I'm gonna tell, I suppose, is that when I was a kid, because it was on such a small screen, she looked like a dog face. You probably don't see it, but I don't know, maybe I can add some caption in there or something. But with the hair, those were like the ears, and that's just how I saw her. So that was just a little funny thing. Like a lot of funny things that we sometimes see things differently than other people until, or like lyrics in music that we hear are one way, or perceived in a certain way, and then we discover that it's actually different. Anyway, she just gave us the ability to punch, which lets us punch these plum things. Classic landmark Rayman obstacle plum. We can charge our punches, making them go farther and do more damage, or we can do quick punches. Anyway, his primary ability. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, I never did beat the game as a kid because you have to collect all the cages, and that is not easy at all. For one reason, because you have to backtrack, and if you're playing this on a Game Boy as a kid, it's not, you probably don't have a whole lot of time. Anyways, it didn't happen until years later I discovered there were cheats to get all the cages and all the levels unlocked. So only then was I able to finally beat the game. So there's the first cage. As you saw, I think there was 5. It was, I'm pretty sure it was an odd number, but 5 or 7 cages in this series of levels. And so you need all of those in every stage to get to the final area. So, yeah, I would like to do that legit this time. Let's Playing isn't exactly like the old days where it was very little edits. So that's something I will have to learn. I actually had a Let's Play channel about 10 years ago, and didn't last very long. I was not very satisfied with my setup or my following, I guess. The games I was playing, was starting to be too much not for my own enjoyment, and that ended with me not really pursuing it very well. And I don't expect to go anywhere far with this either, but yeah, I just had a simple want to revisit this game, and that is what we are doing. And if it turns into anything more than that, I am happy about that. So I would definitely like to play some more strange games in the future. I would regard this as a somewhat strange game people don't know too much about. Pretty heavy in this nostalgia on this one. When I did play the PlayStation version, man, it kicked my ass. I was not ready for... Maybe I just wasn't ready to revisit this game, but it was brutal. Granted, it was very late at night. Ooh. Not know about that secret. Gotta pull some moves out on this guy. Get him out of here. So his bullets actually shoot like hammers if you look closely. And I'm sure if you played this game before, you know that. But again, on the topic earlier of misperceiving things, that was another sprite that didn't really click when I first saw it. Didn't really know what it was. See, there's the hammer. There it goes. Oh, the hammer on the bullet. Crazy ideas in this game. Damn, taking the damage. Not a kid's game. Well, it is. It's just a very challenging kid's game. So here we are, the first boss, my old friend. But luckily, since I have played this many times, it's a little more predictable. And I was watching some videos recently that kind of helped me remember some of the patterns, other ways to deal with them. Anyway, there we go. Get the snot out of it. The evil mosquito. He's not so evil, actually. He's just our pal. Rayman's pal. Already at 12 lives, looking pretty good, guys. Got full life, power, full punch. Can't get so cocky though in this game. See that? All those tricks, cages. I'll be revisiting this one. It's not too important to grab everything until you have all the power-ups, but of course, when you're younger, you have no idea about that, so or when you haven't played this game before. So right now I'm not worried about it. We'll be revisiting, and we'll have a little montage. Yeah, pretty fun level there. Doesn't feel like it lasts very long, but you see the dog face. You have to like zoom it out a bunch and just imagine the hair as like ears or like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you won't see it. But now we have the power to grab. Yay! And that opens up 2 more paths. Got Swamps of Forgetfulness and Bongo Hills. For now, I think we will jump into the Swamps of Forgetfulness, and that will probably be the episode. So here we go. Starts off, got a little noise out of that dude. Gets his whatever clothing thing. Is just a seed. Fun little unique character there, and kind of a little story, micro story. So in the PlayStation version, this is a much more dramatic scene. The waters are rising, and it's dark and darker atmosphere. And Rayman's about to drown to his death. It's not very pleasant. But here it's just good old platforming fun time. Got right into that one. Okay, yes. Getting into the forest. Or swamp. Getting into the swamp. There's a funny little mechanic with the plums falling on the heads. But yeah, as much as the orchestrated PlayStation version music is very appreciable, if that's a word, appreciable. There was always a fondness for this Game Boy chip music. Just the MIDI style is a lot more nostalgic to me, I feel. What is that? Curious. Maybe this song doesn't really demonstrate that too well, but nope. Go up here and try and respawn this thing. Ah, I fell that way again. There we go, so we have to punch at it and then it goes towards us. And we get the life statue. Yeah, so I was checking out some of I was trying to find a blind playthrough on YouTube of this game, and it was I could not find it. So, I was trying to relive some of my childhood experiences. And, yeah, basically I was not fulfilled by what I was watching, so that's why I decided to oh god, please respawn. You can actually like stand in between those things, maybe? Yeah, so I decided that I actually would play this game because I just could not find what I was looking for. Thought it would be a nice, fun little nostalgia trip. Nostalgia only lasts so long, though. And I feel like I screwed myself over on that one. Not a very easy game here. This is definitely some like next level platforming. Is that it? Is that it? Ah, okay. But yeah, I think those are even more difficult in the, oh. Let's see if we can... Yeah, I'm not gonna put you guys through that. Guess I have to. 'Cause I messed up again. Anyways, ahead we go. Alright, fellas, that is the end of the Swamps of Forgetfulness. So, next time we will tackle... Well, if you see this video, and you're probably one of the very first people to see this, if it's not, doesn't take too long, I will let you decide. Do you want me to do the Mosquito's Nest next, or the band place, the Bongo Hills? Just leave a comment on either one, and I will do that. So, until next time, this has been Schismatic Games, and I will see you next time. Yes. Ta-ta for now, and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.